This is the story of the new National Party rescue missions, always ready to rescue Grenada with resilience, courage, and unwavering leadership. Founded in the early 1980s during a time of great uncertainty, Grenada was still reeling from the aftermath of the revolution, especially the violent way it ended. Fragile and yearning for stability in 1984, leaders from across the region gathered on Union Island with the three existing political parties in Grenada at the time, namely the Grenada National Party, the GNP, led by Herbert Blaise, the National Democratic Party, the NDP, headed by George Brizan, and the Grenada Democratic Movement, GDM, headed by Dr. Francis Alexis. That meeting in Union Island resulted in the formation of the new National Party, the NNP. At the inaugural meeting of the newly formed NNP, Herbert Blaise was elected as the political leader, with our present leader, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell, appointed as the General Secretary. In December 1984, the first parliamentary general elections post-revolution were held. The new National Party won 14 of the 15 seats, and Herbert Blaise was elected Prime Minister. His vision was a united Grenada, with key pillars being economic and infrastructure development, tourism, and strong international relations. His humility and dedicated service to restore our democracy and rebuild our institutions will always be etched in our history. Internal differences between the leaders of the three parties that formed the NNP saw the exit of George Brizan and Dr. Francis Alexis in 1987. They subsequently formed the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, with George Brizan as the political leader and leader of the opposition in Parliament. By 1989, Dr. Mitchell became the leader of the NNP. In 1990, the NNP lost the general elections to the NDC, and Grenada was again faced with major challenges. Grenada's weak growth performance during the period 1990 to 1994 was attributed to a continuous contraction in agricultural output, which declined each year. In addition, the construction industry experienced a major contraction in 1992 due to the sharp fall in public sector investment. In 1993, output declined in the mining and quarrying, construction, and manufacturing sectors, as well as in agriculture. Gross domestic expenditure declined continuously from 117.4% of GDP in 1990 to 102.1% of GDP in 1994. By 1995, the new National Party was called upon by the people of Grenada to perform its second rescue mission under the leadership of Dr. Mitchell. The work of the NNP team and the clarion call for inclusivity during that period of service led to the party's first historic clean sweep victory in 1999. With the exceptional leadership of Dr. Mitchell, the NNP team went on to shape some of the most defining moments in our nation's history post the period of the revolution, leading the country through its darkest hours of two major hurricanes, Ivan and Emily, a world financial crisis, and a pandemic. Grenada suffered damages in excess of 200% of its gross domestic product, GDP, as a result of the hurricanes. Team NNP was charged with the responsibility to manage the rebuilding process in collaboration with the social partners, including the opposition. Worthy of mention are a few of the key Build Back initiatives: distribution of free material support, the reconstruction of 200 homes for vulnerable families, the negotiation of 6 housing schemes, most of which we have today: Soubise, Montrush, St. David's, Diamond, and Beausejour, rebuilding of 2 national stadiums, negotiation with the U.S. aid to build 1,200 houses. Negotiations with the U.S. aid to finance the cost of homes for 150 families. Cap on gas price. Reduction in property taxes. Provision of planting materials, fertilizers, labor support, equipment, and grant support to farmers to compensate for their lost income. Fisher folks were given grant support to repair their boats, replace engines, other equipment, and to compensate for interim loss of livelihood. The new National Party was asked by the people of Grenada to sit out the period 2008 to 2013 in the governance of the country. But by 2011-2012, the cries of yet another rescue mission were heard. In 2013, in true NNP fashion, we armed ourselves for the battle, and in 2013, we took on the fight and were victorious. From his first entry into Parliament in 1984, Dr. Mitchell's leadership became a symbol of progress, leading to two more historic electoral victories in 2013 and 2018, where the NNP won all 15 seats. A powerful testament to the unwavering trust and confidence of the Grenadian people. This era of the NNP saw heightened collaboration with our social partners to craft a homegrown structural adjustment program. The key objectives of this program were increase growth, restore fiscal and debt sustainability, strengthen the financial sector, while ensuring that social safety net programs such as the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development SEED program better targeted poor and vulnerable households, and that a targeting instrument was utilized to more objectively identify beneficiaries. During this rescue mission, Team NNP reduced unpaid claims of $100 million and had an average GDP growth rate of 5% and above consistently. The national debt was significantly reduced, moving from 108% of GDP to 57.7% before COVID-19, a drastic decrease in unemployment from over 40% to under 15%. The NNP spearheaded the construction of 2 national stadiums, expanded the cruise port to accommodate over 300,000 visitors annually, and upgraded more than 1,500 kilometers of farm roads, making life easier for our farmers and boosting agricultural production. In the realm of social progress, the NNP's legacy is undeniable. We brought clean, potable water to over 95% of households, expanded electrification to rural areas, and revolutionized telecommunications, making high-speed internet accessible to schools and homes across the nation. Education was a cornerstone of the NNP's commitment to the nation. The government awarded over 3,000 scholarships, providing access to higher education for students who would otherwise not have the opportunity. Through programs like the Imani, Empower, Project Fly, Youth Biz, Aspire, Reach, and Youth in Agriculture, the NNP empowered thousands of young people with skills training, job placement opportunities, and the chance to build a better future through scholarships and other support programs. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the NNP protected the livelihoods of thousands of Grenadians through physical measures that stabilized the economy and prioritized public health. Over 7,500 families benefited from housing initiatives, and as of June 2022, the NNP was paying pensions to 2,200 retirees with an average annual budget of $75.4 million. These victories were more than just political successes. There were endorsements of NNP's dedication to the people of Grenada. Dr. Mitchell's leadership brought about significant economic progress. Today, Grenada finds itself at another critical crossroad. The current NDC administration's mismanagement has weakened our economy, eroded key institutions, and undone much of the progress the NNP worked so tirelessly to secure. Under the NDC, serious crime and inflation are skyrocketing, the quality of healthcare deteriorating, and the people are once again bearing the brunt of poor governance. As history has shown, when Grenada calls, the NNP is always ready to respond. We stand ready to rescue, rebuild, and restore. This isn't just a mission, it's a promise. From providing water to every home, paving roads that connect communities, and supporting families with housing, to educating our youth and boosting our economy, the NNP has always been the driving force behind Grenada's greatest achievements. The NNP has always been there to rescue Grenada. We are ready to lead again. We will bring Grenada back to stability, prosperity, and unity, lifting our nation to the heights and respect it deserves. Together, we will rescue Grenada because we have done it before and we will do it again.
A pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the proper welcome. NNPites! All right. Lovely. A pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasant good evening to our parliamentary representative that is here, Sister Kate, who's here already. We have Sister Yola with us this evening, former MP for the constituency. We also do have with us the present candidate, Caretaker, Amanda Japal George, and also from St. David's, we have Mrs. Nolan Thompson. So, at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, we also do have, yes, Miss Waldron, sorry, Miss Waldron, who's also here. A pleasant good evening again to each and every one of you guys. We start this meeting as we mean to lead this country with faith, humility, and purpose. Let us now bow our heads as we invite Pastor Ronnie Bennett as he invites the Lord within our midst. All right.
Good night, everyone. Good night. How NNP doing? Good. Okay, let us invoke the Lord's in our midst right now. Let us pray. Our blessed and most merciful Heavenly Father, maker of heaven and earth, with great pleasure this evening, we come in your pure presence for thanking you for this wonderful day you had provided for us. We are thanking you that we are in the land of the living and not among the dead. Oh, Heavenly Father, help us to control ourselves from grudge, hypocrisy, and wicked surmising. Help us to undergo the thing that is good and pleasing in your eyesight. As I come before you tonight in nobody else's name, but in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so very much, Mr. Alexander. And so now let us rise proudly as we sing together for the land of our fathers, the home where we're determined to rebuild. We now have the national anthem that will be sung by Jude Andrew.
Hail Grenada, land of us, we pledge ourselves to thee. Heads, hearts, and hands in unity to reach our destiny, ever conscious of God, being proud of our heritage. May we with faith and courage aspire, build, advance as one people, one family. God bless our nation.
All right, thank you so very much, Mr. Andrew. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, a pillar of our party and the mother who has served this with honor and grace over the years. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome, as she brings a welcoming remark, Miss Yolande Bain Hosford, the former MP for St. Andrews Southwest.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Let me the party song. Yeah, man, let's rev up the thing. All right? Oh, you can count on me, working for my party. Faithful I will be. I will fight with all my might, working for the NNP. Count on me, working for my party. Faithful I will be. I will fight with all my might, working for the NNP. Hooray! Wow! Yes, NNPites. Let me recognize the platform speakers. Sister Amanda George. She's sitting right in front. Let me also recognize Honorable Kate Lewis Peters. You see? She's vibrant for so. And let me also recognize Sister Nolene. She's with us tonight. And Sister Lorena Waldron. I also want to recognize all our supporters from Ford and surrounding areas. I also want to recognize our branch chair who is here with us and all the executive members of the St. Andrews Southwest constituency. And I must recognize the cameraman who is going to send the message all over the world. Good night to everybody. Well, my role here is to welcome all of you. We are very happy to see the NNP family out again. And the action just started. I hear the elections is next year. All you heard that? I hear next year going down by Carnival, a little before Carnival. That is the talk I heard earlier on today. So we have to prepare. We have to get organized. This year is not enough. We got to go down and do the work in the constituency, meet the people, find out what is going on, all the new people that turn 18, all the young persons in the constituency. We have to work with them to get them on board. They say NNP is an old people party. But I don't agree with that at all. In the next election, you're going to see young people we're going to bring in, because we have young people. We have young people running in the next election. So tonight, I'm not saying much. We have some dynamic young speakers here tonight. You have, of course, we have our own Amanda George, who has taken up the responsibility of caretakership And she's going to tell you all about what she's going to do, and she might remind you of some of the things that we have done in Southwest that the NDC is claiming. It's a continuum. When we start something, we must get the recognition, you know? So tonight she's going to probably remind you, and especially in 4th year where we did so much roads and the lights and the school and everything, she may talk about that. And you would hear from Nolene and the other speakers, they would talk about what this whole NNP is all about. So tonight I want you to relax, carefully listen to what our speakers have to say, and be part of this whole meeting. All right? NNPites? All you ready? Good. Welcome, welcome.
So thank you so very much. So we are ready to hear our dynamic speakers this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, funny enough, they say transparency, but they practice trickery. When the ordinary man cries out, the DJ want everybody to start dancing very early. Yeah? When the ordinary man does cry out for fairness, they're labeled as troublemakers and say we play in politics. Persons as myself and others who they normally come to attack. But this evening, we have a speaker. Ms. Waldron stands here tonight to speak for those who have been silenced and the hard-working men and women feeling the pinch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome this evening from St. Andrews Northwest, Sister Lorena Waldron.
Ain't nobody could stop us now. We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now. We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now. We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now. Dale, sing, sing, sing. Dale, sing, sing, sing. Dale, dale. Everybody, somebody.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Greetings to the head table, Honorable Kate Skeeter, Louis Peters, our dearest Amanda, George Japal, caretaker for this beautiful constituency, Sister Nolene Thompson, caretaker for St. David's, and I know that Sister Nolene Thompson would give this gentleman a good, I wouldn't say the rest. Sister Yolande Bain Hosford, former parliamentary representative for this constituency, other executive members of the new National Party, people of St. Andrews and the surrounding areas, fellow Grenadians, all those who are listening to us online, pleasant good evening to everyone. I bring you greetings from the wonderful constituency of St. Andrews Northwest. We are here to lend our support to our dear sister Amanda Japal. She is indeed a wonderful replacement from Sister Yolande Bain. And I want to compliment Sister Yolande for paving the way over the years. She did an excellent job. And I know that Sister Amanda would continue to bring progress to the people of Southwest St. Andrews. Because she, as everybody knows, is a very vibrant young lady. She is very passionate about country and its development. Sisters and brothers, we in Northwest St. Andrews, we have a few concerns, and I take the opportunity to raise it here again and again, because it's only when we raise concern on the new National Party You see some of them jumping up on Facebook, jumping on television and social, all other media houses, and claiming that they would fix it, and they would fix it immediately. Sisters and brothers, and what they have been doing over the years is telling you a lot of lies. They are very deceptive. They are very arrogant in their behavior. Just imagine, I've spoken about this issue in Maribor a long time ago, almost 2 years now. They cut off and I'm saying it because I'm in the constituency of the Minister for Agriculture. And I believe he's one of the most deceptive human beings in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petty Martinique. He tells a lot of lies. Lies and lies and more lies. And we have to ensure that Sister Manda take out that individual there as parliamentary representative. Sisters and brothers, he called me to a meeting when they cut off the farmers' water. Raw water, sisters and brothers, that was given to the farmers in Lodbo, over 20 farmers. And you've heard him on television claiming that he didn't know anything about it when the farmers spoke out. And then he also promised that he is going to fix it. Up to this blessed day, sisters and brothers, they have not yet connected the water to the farmers in Maribor community. And it's very, very sad, sisters and brothers. Too much lies and deception. We need to stop them and stop them immediately. Sisters and brothers, under his ministry again, they continue to victimize the young farmers and people in our constituency. You hear in one breath the Prime Minister boasting that he is giving title deeds to persons who have lands and own lands. And in the other breath, you have them victimizing a number of persons. I know it's happening in Northwest St. Andrews. It happened in Lakabeke, Lafayette, right there, where they try to take away lands. It happened in Maribor. Imagine one of our deceased strong soldier. She had a small parcel of land attached to hers. They went behind it. You have some people in Adelphi, again, they stop a young man from continuing his project because they say they want it back for the people. They're looking for land for the people. This is not fear. This is not this is discrimination. So sisters and brothers, we have to stop that. If you're giving one, you have to give all. Because these people have been on the property for long kind of years, as we would say. Donkey years now they have been occupying those properties. Sisters and brothers, we have a lot of concerns, but time is of the essence. On the social network, sisters and brothers, there is a young lady in our community. She has an autistic child, and could you imagine that young lady went to the 2 parliamentary representatives asking for help, and they refused to help that young lady? She asked them to build a little 1-bedroom house because I'm homeless. They told her they cannot help her. Where is the compassion? Where is the love for these people? Sisters and brothers, the new National Party, and Sister Yolan could testify to that. We put structures in place to ensure that persons with disability would get the monthly stipend. Everybody, all those in the special ed and so forth. This child actually went to the special ed, but she has a little problem, and actually she's home. The school said they cannot handle her. And the mother is there unemployed. She asked them to give her some support. They told her that she has to get assistance abroad. But you are in charge. Take initiative as we used to do in the past. Even if you have to do a fundraising activity to help that poor young lady. Sisters and brothers, people are suffering. You have a number, I have to address that. A number of young persons, young children are dropping out from schools. And no one is paying attention to these children and them. You see them on a daily basis, and they are no more gambling and smoking. You know, like they're encouraging this type of behavior. our same parliamentary representative, one was Minister for Social Development, one is Minister for Social Development now, one was Minister for School Attendance Officer, and none of them is paying attention to these young children and them who are on the streets on a daily basis. Please, I'm appealing to you all to do something to help those young people in our community. Sisters and brothers, just a few issues I'm talking about. They are dealing with all sorts of things. Fishermen are suffering. They don't know what is their fate. There is a young man who worked in the Postal Corporation. He worked for 20 years under the post office. He worked for another 10 years under the Postal Corporation. And sisters and brothers, could you imagine? He raised a concern of what is taking place in his office, promiscuous behavior among some workers. And because he raised those concerns, sisters and brothers, the general manager, who had planned once upon a time to fire, to actually arrest one of our members, he actually came and told the young man to get out, walk, and just hand him a check of $450, 26 years of service to Grenada. The young man went to the union, and up to this date, no one addressed this concern. He told me to raise it on the platform, so hence the reason why I'm raising it. So I'm calling upon all of those persons who claim to be representative, caretakers, whatever they may be, to address some of these concerns immediately, because things are not going well in this country. To all of you who are present here today, to all of you who are listening to the voices, and you'll hear more speeches here tonight to my voice, I'm appealing to you to continue to support the new National Party. Because the new National Party had laid the foundation. We laid the foundation. We did enough. We have enough to testify that the new National Party performed to the best of our ability. And once given the opportunity, sisters and brothers, we would continue to fight for you. We will continue to work for you, and we will continue to work towards the development of our beautiful Tri-Island state. Thank you very much. And again, I'm appealing to you all to go and register. Help us, because we cannot do it all by ourselves. The work is very tedious. Help us in your area to do the house to house. Get registered. Encourage your family members, those who turn 18, to go out and get registered, so that when the time comes, we all would continue. The new National Party would return to office. Blessings, and have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Beyond the move, and ain't nobody could stop us now. Beyond the move, and ain't nobody could stop us now.
Thank you so very much, Sister Waldron. I heard Sister Waldron speak about landing. That is what the man doing nowadays. All we do is just land. He land in Trinidad, he land in Venezuela, he land in Dubai. But we haven't seen him landing in Grenada yet. Ladies and gentlemen, deception may win the headlines, but at the end of the day, it cannot feed a hungry person. And victimization is not governance, it is cowardice. And so, ladies and gentlemen, while they spend luxury on traveling around the globe, the people spend the sleepless nights. Every mother at the market feels the squeeze. Bread up, oil up, and light bill is also up. But however, there is a young lady that is steady in reminding us that caring for our country means caring for every citizen, not just those with privilege. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wonderful, wonderful lady from St. David's with us this evening. Welcome from St. David's this evening, Miss Noling Thompson.
Right now, Grenada on fire. Everybody start to bust fire. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on.
Good night. Good night. Somebody want a dance. My fellow colleagues at the head table, Sister Amanda, Sister Kate, Sister Lorena, Sister Yolande, seem like a lot of females, woman power. Online viewers, people of St. Andrew, Southwest, good evening. It is truly a blessing to stand here among family, because that is what we are. Family bound together not only by our history, but by the future we are determined to shape together. Brothers and sisters, tonight is not just another meeting. Tonight is a call to action. A call to stand up for truth, for fairness, and for the soul of our country. Because we cannot be a country that turns its back on truth. We cannot be a people who close our eyes to the suffering of others simply because we ourselves may not be experiencing it. Too many of our most vulnerable are suffering in silence. Our elderly, our single parents, our farmers, our fisher folk, our youth. Brothers and sisters, our current government came to you and said they would be different. They promised to purge corruption and nepotism. They promised transformation. But today, when asked about their failures, they look in the rearview mirror and say, NNP did it. Grenadians did not vote for a transformation agenda just to hear excuses. We voted for results. And we are not fooled, because Grenadians are wiser. Grenadians are paying attention. Grenadians are living the truth every single day. Brothers and sisters, it's time we speak honestly about where we are as a nation. Our country is at war, not with guns and bombs, but against a far-reaching network of division and hatred. Our economy is badly weakened, weighed down by greed, corruption, and irresponsibility. And what makes it worse is that we have a government that has failed to make the hard choices, failed to prepare our nation for a new age, failed to deliver on the promises they made to you. Brothers and sisters, the challenges we face are real. These challenges are not only about dollars and cents. They touch our very safety and our well-being. Public safety is not a privilege. It's a right. Our elderly citizens, people with disabilities, and parents walking with young children are forced to maneuver on dangerous roads and sidewalks because sites are left incomplete, endangering these very people. Proper planning, supervision, and care would ensure that our roads and sidewalks are safe for everyone. This too is part of the wider struggle we face as a nation, a struggle for accountability, competence, and care in leadership. The challenges before us are serious. They are many, and they will not be solved easily nor overnight. But under a new National Party government, one thing is certain: your needs will be met and decisions will be made. My brothers and sisters, the state of our economy calls for action, bold and swift. With a new National Party, we will act. We will not act only to create jobs, but to lay a new foundation for lasting growth. We will build infrastructure that this government starts and cannot finish. We will transform our schools to meet the demands of a new age. We will create opportunities, not excuses. And we will restore hope where today there is despair. All this we can do,
And all this we will do with your support. The reality today, my brothers and sisters of many Grenadians, is one of struggle. Now, how many of you tonight, if you open your wallet or your purse or dip into your pocket, have enough money to comfortably take you to your next payday? When you go to the supermarket, can you comfortably purchase everything you need without praying that your card doesn't decline or your cash isn't short? How many times have you had to put something back on the shelf because the bill went over what you had? For those of you who drive, how many times do you drive with the fuel light on? Can you easily tell the attendant to fill it up? Or do you ask for $20 hoping that it lasts for another few days? How many of you pay bus fare one way to work, hoping that somehow before evening you'll find the money to get back home? How many of you have a mortgage, a loan that you took to build a home for your family, but you're behind on the payments and wondering how you'll find the money to service it? How many of you see your whole salary vanish into bills before the month even starts, and by the first week, you're already broke? Nobody knows your pain because they see the house, but not the struggle. They see the car, but not the stress. Ask yourself tonight, brothers and sisters, how much longer can you sustain yourself and your family under this government? Meanwhile, your prime minister is spending over $20,000 per month of your taxpayer dollars to rent a private property. A property that he never seems to live in. Let that sink in. While you can't get a loan for your small business, while you can't service your mortgage, while you're wondering how to buy gas for your vehicle, your prime minister's rent could pay 20 Grenadians minimum wage every single month. And for those of you who are quick to say, but NNP did it too, I ask, did NNP do it? Did Keith Mitchell as prime minister ever spend $20,000 a month of the people's money to rent a private home? No. Because he understood what it means to respect and protect the people's money. And while your prime minister lives in luxury and travels the world, our elderly and disabled seed recipients are being removed from the program because they are labeled as NNP supporters. That, my brothers and sisters, is another low. And for those defending it by saying it happened under NNP, I say shame on you. Because if it happened under a new National Party government, it was wrong. And doing it under this government is still wrong. Brothers and sisters, we can't deny our honorable Prime Minister his charm or his gift of presentation. But leadership is not about popularity, it's about presence. It is not about showing up for people, not just showing up on social media. Our Prime Minister is underperforming in almost every ministry he leads, yet he continues to shine in the one that feeds perception, the Ministry of Information. Online, the picture looks perfect. The lighting is right. The captions are inspiring. But behind those polished posts are families struggling to make ends meet, farmers waiting on support that never comes, roads that remain unfinished, schools without resources, and communities left without leadership. Brothers and sisters, we cannot take likes to the supermarket. We cannot pay our bills with shares or fill our gas tanks with followers. Our people need leadership that is present, accountable, and working, not just posing. Because while the camera captures the smiles, the reality for too many Grenadians is pain, frustration, and neglect. Leadership is not about who looks good on the screen. It's about who stands with the people when times are hard. And today, too many Grenadians are standing alone. Under the new leadership of the new National Party, we will stand with you and fight for you. Brothers and sisters, our hearts that were once easily stirred have become hardened toward each other. We are losing the compassion that once defined us. We must learn to see each other's pain and not turn away because of color. I have put myself forward because I want to be the difference. And I am confident that I am part of a team, the new National Party team, that believes in a Grenada for all, not just some. Now, we bring to you a team that blends wisdom and experience with fresh energy and vision. We are not a team of talkers. We are a team of doers. A team that will listen to you, work with you, and fight for you. Our plans are not written by consultants or created by AI. Our plans are Grenadian born, Grenadian bred, and Grenadian driven. So brothers and sisters, how will the new National Party serve you again? By ensuring that no one is left behind. By restoring fairness to programs like SEED. By easing the cost of living through better management and sensible policies. By creating jobs that give real income and dignity. By supporting small businesses and entrepreneurs. By empowering farmers and fisherfolk to feed our nation. By reestablishing trust, transparency, and accountability in government. To our young professionals, we need your ideas, your skills, your vision. You are the heartbeat of the new Grenada we want to build. To the undecided, judge us by our record. Look at what we did and compare it to what you're living through today. Brothers and sisters, in 2022, the people sent us a message, and we heard it. Tonight, I tell you, we are ready to rebuild, ready to restore, ready to return hope and dignity to our people. The future of Grenada will not be written in excuses. It will be written in action. And the pen, my brothers and sisters, is in your hands. So let us stand together. Let us stand strong. Let us stand with the new National Party, because together we will get it done. Thank you, brothers and sisters. May God bless you. Grenada, Caracou, and PT Martinique.
Right now, Grenada on fire. Everybody start to post fire. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. 840 million. Let's not reduce on the island. Let's keep moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a simple concept. If you dig it up, fix it. And doesn't this lady sound like the next parliamentary representative of St. David's? But however, within her speech, she spoke as it relates to leadership. And ladies and gentlemen, let's brace ourselves as we have with us the greatest leader Grenada has ever seen in the past 23 years of his leadership and Prime Minister role. Our former Prime Minister, our party chairman, the parliamentary representative for St. George's Northwest, is here with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, a lusty round of applause. Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is the leadership that Ms. Nolan just referenced to. He did all what he did, and he did not have to use the taxpayers' money. And he used his very own money, and you realize he's still dancing. He still can dance. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on. For the next speaker, if you realize I've been looking at my phone, I've been scripted for most of the speakers. But for that speaker, I'm going to speak from my heart. Young and vibrant. Again, the greatest minister of youth Grenada has ever seen. Our present parliamentary representative. Right now, I understand your confusion for them to get somebody to replace her. Ladies and gentlemen, the young and vibrant Kate Skeeter Louis Peters.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you, Mr. DJ. NNP. NNP out. Oh my God, it's so good to be in your presence. And let me also recognize all those who are viewing and listening. They have to look at us, because they see what's coming. Tonight I recognize our platform. First of all, our former political leader and current party chairman, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. His legacy, they will never erase. I recognize former MP for this constituency, Sister Yolan Bain Horsford. She has done a great job throughout the years, and we recognize her work. Caretakers and former MP, Sister Lorena Waldron. Caretaker, Sister Noelin Thompson. And of course, we have a new short boss, young Amanda Japal George, your constituency caretaker. Brothers and sisters, tonight I feel proud. I feel proud because I am standing on a platform led by your caretaker, Sister Amanda Japal George, a young woman who has already proven herself through her ability, her intelligence, and her love for people. You see, brothers and sisters, she didn't just get this position by chance. She earned it. She has shown great leadership, great compassion, and great strength. And that is why she has been appointed to this position, because Sister Amanda is capable. And tonight, I am here to give Amanda my full support, because I know, without the shadow of any doubt, that whenever the next election is called, she will not just be a caretaker, she will be the next elected representative for this constituency. Because she's committed, she has the vision, and she has the courage to serve you. But tonight, brothers and sisters, I want to focus my attention to the young people of this country. So I said to the young people, come to the front of the class. Those of you who are viewing online, come. I want you to listen. Young people, you are talented, you are skilled, and you are gifted. Young people, you are the future of this great nation. And that is why, when our new national party was in government, we recognized their potential and created opportunities for you, developed programs and projects to help you thrive and to survive. You see, brothers and sisters, we built apprenticeship programs, skills training opportunities, youth entrepreneurship projects, all designed to lift our young people higher. We created initiatives to help the young men and women to start their own businesses through the Youth Bees program. We supported our young men
who wanted to learn a trade and make an honest dollar by getting a second chance through our Empower program. We created opportunities for education enhancement and job training through our Imani program. Brothers and sisters, we opened doors because we believed in the young people of this country. And we know that when you invest in young people, you invest in your nation. We did not just talk about youth empowerment, we delivered it. But let us look at what has happened since this new administration took office. What have we seen, brothers and sisters? We have seen that all of the youth programs that once gave young people hope, they are now dead or on life support. And worse yet, the budget for youth development has been reduced drastically. Brothers and sisters, this says a lot about this government and how they truly feel about our young people. It shows that our young people are not the priority. It shows where their heart is, and clearly it is not with the young people of our beloved nation. And now we are seeing the results. We are seeing the results of the neglect. Because when you cut youth programs, you cut hope. When you reduce our youth budget, you reduce opportunity. And when opportunity disappears, you create frustration. Brothers and sisters, this frustration is showing up in our country every single day. We are seeing more and more young people turning to gambling out of desperation. We are seeing an increase in crime among our young men because they feel there is no path forward. We are seeing too many of our young women without support, without mentorship, and without a chance to advance. And brothers and sisters, the statistics don't lie. Because according to the Caribbean Development Bank, Grenada now ranks among the highest in the Caribbean for youth unemployment. Yes, brothers and sisters, our young, bright, educated, young people full of potential cannot find jobs. And you know, when we raise it, when we speak about the level of youth unemployment, they say, but there is construction, as if that is the solution to youth unemployment. And who tell them that every young person wants to be a construction worker? And what is worse for our young people, their mental health is suffering. Too many are depressed. Too many are anxious, and too many are losing faith in their future. This is a crisis in our country. You see, brothers and sisters, they like to boast. So I hear them boasting about free tuition. But my people, how can you boast about free tuition when many students cannot even afford to pay the transportation to get to Tamsisi and to get to New Law? As the young people would say, make it make sense. We say to them, those who can afford to pay, let them pay their tuition and use that money to provide transportation assistance for the ones who cannot afford it. So that every student, whether you're rich or you poor, will have an equitable access to education. This is fairness, brothers and sisters. This is justice, and this is the new National Party way of helping our students. Recently, I see they boasting about free laptops for secondary school students. But let me remind them that under the new National Party, we introduce e-learning devices for every student and every teacher from kindergarten to Form 5. And you know, we did it during the toughest period of COVID in 2020 and 2021. Because we wanted to ensure that no child was left behind. This was our initiative. This was the foresight of the new National Party. So tell them, don't come here and pretend that this is something new, because we started it. We built that foundation. They are just working on it. Brothers and sisters, we must look to the future. And I want to speak clearly and confidently about the new National Party's vision for youth development. A vision built on real opportunities, real empowerment, and real progress. Because when we return to office, did you hear me? When we return to office, we will make our young people the center of national development once again. We will reintroduce and expand all our apprenticeship programs, giving our young men and women the chance to learn again, to gain real work experience, and to earn a fair income while they train. We will continue to strengthen entrepreneurship support, because we know that many of our young people, they have bright ideas. They have bold dreams. And all they need is a little push, a little startup capital, that training and mentorship to bring their dreams to reality. We will roll out employment strategies to increase job opportunities for our young people throughout the length and breadth of our country. And we will ensure that we connect training programs with real jobs so that every youth who wants to work can find a work. Brothers and sisters, we have to do something about this bullying. So we will implement anti-bullying and mental health programs in our schools and in our communities. Because too many of our young people are struggling silently. We have to stop bullying in every form, especially the social media bullies. We will put policies in place to deal with them. And yes, we will invest heavily in the digital and creative economy, because we know that's where the future is. You see, brothers and sisters, the new National Party's vision is to build a modern, inclusive, dynamic youth economy. One that will give every young person a fair chance to succeed. A Grenada where the young man from Grenville and the young woman from St. David and the student from St. George's has access to real opportunities and empowerment. Because under the new National Party, we don't just talk about youth empowerment, we build it. We don't just make promises, we deliver it. And when we return to government, tell them to call election, because we are ready. And when the election is called, we will return to government and we will restore hope. We will restore opportunities, and we will restore confidence in the future of our young people. Because you see, we have done it before. I want to say this again. We have done it before, and we will do it again. So, brothers and sisters, I call on each and every one of you. Let us stand together. Let us stand with our party. Let us stand with our caretaker, Miss Amanda Japal George. Because together, I say, because together we will rebuild, we will restore, and together we will rise again. God bless you, Grenada. God bless you, my people. I love each and every one of you. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you not edified in terms of information? Where we were, where we headed, that is what we are planning, and that is what we're going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, I said it only this week on Facebook that I cannot wait to see Madam Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, the political leader of the new National Party, Honorable Emmeline Pear.
We voting green on election day. We voting green. We voting green. We voting green. We voting NNP again. Exercise your rights and vote for us. NNP will always put you first. Positive achievement for the last 5 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome. A warm NNP welcome for political leader and parliamentary representative. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Once you're ready, I am ready. Our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, he has always been here. Hurricane Ivan, we did not have to look for him. Hurricane Emily, we did not have to look for him. COVID-19, we did not have to look for him. Ladies and gentlemen, our former Prime Minister, the former political leader of the new National Party, Dr. Kit Mitchell.
All right. You all already gave me a resounding welcome tonight. But let me see, of course, in welcoming our political leader and other distinguished executive members of the new National Party, these lovely people here tonight that will be your protector and that will bring you development through the length and breadth of this country. But you know, sisters and brothers, tonight is a special night for me. So I won't be with you long here tonight. But I had to be here just to see you and to watch you and to see how ready you are to rescue Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique. But let me tell you why I say tonight is a special night. Special, yes, because I'm in Ford, but there's another special reason. Less than 4 hours from now, the lady who brought me into this world and nurtured me and gave me everything, corrected me, scolded me, and guided me, that lady will be 103 years in just about 4 hours' time. So you will see why tonight, besides being with you and watching your lovely faces, is a special night for me. So I'm here just to bring you a simple message before I leave you. I tell you, I take a lot of nutmeg and ginger and all the things that will make you young, right? But friends, let me say this. There is another reason why I'm here tonight. Because in this constituency, you have had a stalwart who served you and gave everything else to you for years in this constituency, who made tremendous sacrifice when she could have been doing other things in her life. But she loved her people and she loved her country. And that's why she made those sacrifices. So I want to recognize Sister Yolan B. in Hosford here tonight. And you know, one other thing why I can praise her and speak about her in these glowing terms. When someone occupies a position for many years and serve with distinction, they don't wait just when the service is over. They bring forward a young, vibrant person to take up from where she left off. And therefore tonight I want to say I'm here also because you have a wonderful young lady ready to represent you and to bring justice and development to the constituency of St. Andrews Southwest. Samantha is one of the greatest find of this party in the last couple of years. She has the commitment, she has the energy, and she has the love and the empathy, something you can't find in the National Democratic Congress. They're all like starch, sisters and brothers. When they stand up and talking to you, they look straight like arrow, sisters and brothers. They have no feelings. I heard Sister Nolan says something a while ago. The gentleman popular. Well, I don't know about popularity, but I know he's starchy and he has no feelings at all, sisters and brothers. But sisters and brothers, Sister Nolan also said something a while ago while I was coming and I was listening. And she said, the man takes $20,000 of your money every month to go. And she said, Dr. Mitchell didn't take $20,000. I didn't take a damn cent, sisters and brothers. Not a single cent. I lived in Mount Royal that the man refused to live in. So the taxpayers did not pay a single cent for me. Every penny that we made and the development and the sacrifice that the NNP made was to invest in the people of the country, not in ourselves, sisters and brothers. So that's why I am proud, sisters and brothers. I am proud and I'm a happy man. And as I speak about Sister Yolan, I'm saying I'm trying to also do the same thing, because when you serve for a length of time and you're satisfied with your service, don't wait until you can hardly walk or you can hardly do the things that people would expect one to do in life, but are able to move forward and bring forth an individual who can help take the party forward, and the team working with that individual to ensure that this country will continue to make the strides that it had made during the period of the new national party's terms in government. So I'm proud, sisters and brothers. But another reason I could speak here like this, sisters and brothers, because I see a team of men and women. You see, if you just compare the NDC team, no, but you have to, because that's why you'll determine your vote. That is why when you go to the polling station and you put your X, you're making your X with a serious pen and pencil, because you see the difference between the NDC team and the NNP team, sisters and brothers. In the NNP team, you see those of us who have served the country well, we're right there, continue to provide support and advice to the members of the team. But you also see some new energy, some vibrant young people taking up the mantle of service in this country. And that's why you could see the Nolan Thompson, Sister Kate, Sister Amanda, who's going to Japan, Brother Diali, and I could go on and on and on. They all will be working with your political leader to ensure that the country is well served during that particular period. So I am saying to you, those people might be concerned. I know some of people are concerned. Oh God, Doc, what happened? You're leaving? I'm leaving no way. I'm right here with you, sisters and brothers. I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. I'll be walking side by side with a new national party. So when they get into government, I will be right there, not doing anything, staying in my lane, but doing all the advice that they ask me for. I'm ready to give it because I'm doing it on behalf of the new national party on Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So let me leave you here tonight in that wonderful peace. Leave you tonight in that wonderful peace and love. Because NNP is a party of peace and love. NNP is a party of peace and love. NNP is a party that was respected by the regional leaders, by the international leaders. They all respected the NNP. And they worked closely with the new national party. I cannot say that about what exists in government today. But let them stew. Let them stew, sisters and brothers, because we are going to rescue this country with this team. And I look forward to being there with you, and that bright morning, the night after the election, we'll all celebrate the victory of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So let me go and savor the birthday of my mom. Thank you for listening to me. All the best. I love every single one of you. Good night.
Beyond the move and ain't nobody could stop us now. Beyond the move and ain't nobody could stop us now.
Ladies and gentlemen, again we say thanks to Dr. Mitchell and happy advanced birthday to his mommy. So we continue, ladies and gentlemen. Our next speaker, Amanda, walks among her people and knows the pain firsthand. The government talks about green economy, but the farmers cannot even have green in their field. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, young and vibrant, the present caretaker of this constituency, give a warm welcome to your very own Amanda Japal George.
Say house, house, house. And if you believe that you have made the right choice, say house, 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 house. We have made the right choice, and we will rescue Grenada.
She look about she talawa, full of vibes, full of style and character. On the night qualified, versatile, very wise, very nice, and the list goes on and on. Represent the house, we can fall apart, place we feel safe like a baby in his father's arms. On top of that, she humble like a lamb, yeah, Fiona that. Hear them chanting, Amanda, who the people are, Amanda.
NNP. A very special good evening to you, to our political leader, our chairman who just left, but I know he's listening. My colleagues, thank you so much for your support. Sister Kate, MP for St. Andrews Northeast. Sister Nolan Thompson, caretaker for St. David's. Sister Lorena Waldron,
Caretaker for St. Andrews Northwest. And a very special person, someone so dear to my heart right now, Sister Yolande Bain Horsford, former MP and former caretaker of St. Andrews Southwest. Again, a very special good evening to you. And I want to say a special thank you to the Archibalds for allowing us to host our meeting here tonight. Everyone was so fired up and hype. I think tonight is my night to be very calm. But where is my St. Andrews Southwest people? Where is my Mama Can people? I cannot express the immense joy I feel seeing all of you here tonight. Some might never understand it, but truly it takes a community to raise a child. And these people right here, my St. Andrews Southwest people, these are the people who shaped this constituency, who inspire each other, and whose strength I carry with me here tonight as I stand here. But tonight, I want us to reflect again for a brief moment. Think about the roads that we have walked as children, the schools that we attended, the lights under which we studied, the water we had to fetch. Think about how our parents and grandparents worked, sometimes with nothing but their hands and determination to ensure that we have a better life. And I look at us now again in 2025, and I am baffled. And I ask myself again, did they fight in vain? From Munich to Butch Grove, I have walked with you. I have listened to you, and I felt your struggles in my very heart. Every story you've shared, every concern you've voiced, every hope you've whispered, I carry with me tonight. And I will speak on a few of these realities. And I am here because I live your reality. I learned to make farin right there in Monica Ho in Munich. Some of you didn't know that. I know what it's like to slave over a hot copper. I know what it's like to pick nutmeg and cocoa, to gather clove and bananas. I know what it's like to wake up at 5 a.m. to tend to pigs, to travel to the mountains, to hustle. I understand perseverance. And on my walkabouts, I have seen the tired hands of mothers, the determined eyes of our youth, the resilience of our farmers, the stories of elders like Mommy Joanne and Anthony carrying more than a century of wisdom. And I feel broken when I hear the pain of our people in St. Andrews Southwest. The elderly stripped of the seed program, their main source of income gone at this stage of life. The high cost of living, where some cannot keep their small businesses afloat, and they turn to gambling, not for the love of the game, but as a desperate hope to survive. Our electricity bills rise $100, $300, sometimes $500. And life is already hard. People work extra hours right now, not to enjoy life, but simply to pay bills. And that, my friends, is the epitome of living hand to mouth. The fishing industry, once the lifeblood of families, is now a source of endless frustration. And I recall an incident with young men in one village. They were promised sponsorship for their annual sporting event. Yet when they went to collect the funds, nothing materialized. They were sent from office to office, shuffled around, frustrated, and ultimately disheartened. For 2 long years, an event that could have fostered pride and unity and community spirit did not take place because the promised support never arrived. But before you ask me, why don't you do something about it? I did.
I am proud to say that this year, for the first time in 2 years, the activity is back, bigger and better and stronger than ever. We didn't just restore it, we expanded it. Then there's the Birch Grove Medical Center, a place that once stood as a lifeline for families across St. Andrews, Southwest and Northwest. Today it's gone. And with its removal, so too went the comfort of nearby care. Now residents must travel all the way to Granborough, bearing the extra cost, the long wait, and the hardship of simply accessing the care they once had at their doorstep. For the elderly, for the mothers with children, for those without transport, this isn't just inconvenient, it's disheartening. Because healthcare should bring relief, not added struggle. And in Chinese Hill, residents face relentless challenges with their community building. Water seeping through walls and tiles, rodent infestations, and now mold spreading throughout the space. And let's pause here for a bit, because mold is more than an eyesore. It is a public health concern. It contaminates the air that we breathe and poses severe risk, particularly to our children and to our elderly and anyone living with asthma or respiratory conditions. So when we fail to address it, we are not simply neglecting infrastructure. We are compromising the health and safety of our people. And what's worst, the contractors entrusted with the Chinese Hill maintenance projects are facing their own hardships because they are not being paid on time, leaving them unable to meet their basic obligations. How are they to provide for their families and pay their bills or sustain their livelihood? These are skilled, hard-working Grenadians contributing to national development, and they too deserve equity, dignity, and respect. And right here in Ford, we take a look at the pasture, the eroded land, the inadequate drainage, and when it floods, water flows straight beneath people's homes. Building low is no longer an option. Residents must build high. Boots are required just to step outside, and yet somehow this has been deemed acceptable. But Ford's situation is not unique. It reflects a broader pattern of neglect and frustration felt throughout our constituency. The unified voice of a people yearning to be heard. From Munich to Birch Grove, from Subi East to St. James, the stories remain the same. Our people are weary of unfulfilled promises, living each day under conditions that continue to deteriorate. They work diligently, nurture their families, meet their obligations, yet they struggle for acknowledgement, for visibility, and a voice. And that is why I speak not from a place of politics, but from a place of principle. Because when you walk through these villages, you do not merely encounter problems, you encounter people. Real resilient men and women whose pain demands attention and whose hope demands action. Our single parents, mothers and fathers alike, fight every day to put food on their table and hold their families together against incredible odds. Their resilience, their determination, and their courage are the backbone of our communities. And as policymakers and leaders, we often are quick to say they should know better and they should find their children father to take responsibility. But let us pause and reflect. Who amongst us has not stumbled? Who has not faced moments of failure or regret? Our duty is not to condemn, but to empower. To equip our people with the tools, knowledge, and opportunities to rise above their circumstances. And when they cannot, our responsibility is to meet them where they are, to guide, to uplift, and to walk alongside them. Yet too often, some enter public life for the wrong reason, driven by greed, vanity, or self-interest. And when that happens,
Service is replaced by suspicion, and the genuine struggles of our people are seen not as opportunities to help, but as inconveniences to dismiss. And these are the stories that you encounter when you walk the ground, the authentic struggles and lived realities of the people of Southwest. And it begs the question, why should anyone be made to suffer simply because of political affiliation? In a democracy, service should never be selective, and compassion should never be partisan. But these are not isolated struggles. Again, they are the lived realities of the people of Southwest. And if you don't see it as a minister, then it means you haven't walked these roads, you haven't knocked on doors, or you haven't met these people. But even amidst the challenges, we must acknowledge the progress that has been made. Our journey, though difficult, has not been without growth. And under the NNP, over 650 homes benefited from the housing repair program. Over 50 families assisted with toilets and baths. We had the needy assistance program, and we provided financial support, including utility reconnections and medical bills. We had railings installed to improve the safety in places like Butch Grove, Harford Village, and Munich. We have installed street lights. We built roads. We built drains, and we repaired bridges. We reconstructed schools. Munich Primary, Ford Preschool, the Ladig Preschool, St. Matthew's Primary, and Grenville Secondary School, but they wouldn't tell you that. Monthly transportation and tuition support for students. We did that. Uniforms for 200 plus families. Sponsorship of uniforms, trophies, and medals for local sports was given. St. Andrews Southwest was among the first to benefit from the rural electrification program, and they moved from 45% to 98%. And Southwest should boast because we have the most community centers on the island. And I could enumerate more, yet these achievements already stand as evidence of meaningful progress, impacting lives in real and measurable ways. But do you know what I love most about Southwest? I love its people. Southwest has a uniqueness that cannot be explained. It's felt in the spirit of self-help, in how we come together when things get tough, in how we build when no one is watching. So I think of Tilleries, where people place binders on the byroads to make it serviceable until proper repairs could be done. I think of Riverlet Lane, where residents undertook road building project with their own hands. I think of Guapo in St. James, where 900 feet of concrete were laid through sheer determination and sweat. And Upper Capital, another shining example of community strength. All this was supported and guided by the new National Party and Yolan Bain Horsford. And that proves that when leadership walks alongside the people, incredible things happen. So how can I not love Southwest? When you think of the strength in a constituency, you think of its people. And Southwest has some of the most hardworking, resilient, and proud people that you'll ever meet. From Munich to Butch Grove, from every hill and valley in between, this is a constituency of heart, of pride, and unwavering determination. The future I envision for Southwest is one where people no longer have to choose between honoring tradition and seizing opportunity. A place where the very soil that sustained our foreparents becomes the foundation for innovation, enterprise, and lasting prosperity. I see a Southwest that not only embraces its agricultural roots, but transforms them into a thriving, sustainable industry, feeding families, empowering communities, and generating wealth that benefits every corner of our constituency. Because I see our young farmers and agri-entrepreneurs turning local produce into value-added products, carrying the pride and ingenuity of our villages across Grenada and beyond. And St. Andrews, we have always been the breadbasket of this nation. I see a Southwest where our country's children are no longer overlooked, where most scholarships are given, opportunities reach our young people, and education opens doors for families across every village. I see a Southwest where our youths are celebrated, included, and their creativity shapes community development. I see a Southwest where our elderly can age with grace and dignity, supported by excellent care programs that remind them that they are valued, respected, and never forgotten. I see vibrant communities, safe roads, reliable utilities, recreational spaces, and a shared spirit of unity that reminds us why we call this place home. And I see a Southwest that recognizes the importance of mental health, where seeking help is not a stigma, but a sign of strength, and where support exists for every family, every youth and single mother who needs it. The vision is clear, Southwest. A self-reliant, productive, united Southwest, rooted in agriculture, driven by education, strengthened by our youth, and guided by the wisdom of our elders. But building this future requires more than words. It requires someone who will walk the road with you, who will carry the weight of responsibility with you. But before I proceed, I wish to extend again my sincere gratitude to the former representative for her remarkable achievements. She laid a solid foundation. I am deeply appreciative of her leadership and for entrusting the baton of progress to the next generation. I also thank our party for placing their confidence in me to build upon the foundation and to make a tangible, meaningful difference in the lives of our people. Over the past few months, I have walked the roads of our constituency, entered the homes of residents, listened attentively, and sought to understand their daily realities. I have sponsored community initiatives, attended funerals to offer solace, visited schools, provided students with essential supplies and backpack, and established a kids club to create safe, stimulating, and educational spaces for our children. We have recognized the contributions of key individuals across St. Andrews Southwest, supported our schools, and honored our elders, the pillars upon whose efforts our community stands. And yet this is merely the beginning. True leadership is not measured by grand speeches, but by presence, consistency, and an unwavering commitment to improving the lives of the people that we serve. And stay tuned. Our October and November are already packed. Our health fair, November 1st. Our youth fireside chat on November 8th. And Men's Day on November 19th. And so many more exciting activities to come. But someone once recently said to me, Amanda, you're different. When you walk the road compared to when you're on the platform, you're hype, you're energetic. And I said, brother, that is called passion. I am passionate about the people of Southwest, our communities, and about the progress that actually changes lives. And I will never apologize for that. I will never apologize for being my authentic self, because politics needs real people, people who mean what they say and say what they mean. So I make this promise to you, the people of Southwest, that you will always receive the best version of me, not the perfect version, but the real one. So when they ask, Amanda, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the road ahead? Are you ready for the challenges? I tell them, I have my backpack and I'm ready. And let me tell you something about my backpack. And let me tell you something about my backpack. This backpack isn't for show. It carries the weight of responsibility for Southwest. Inside my backpack, we have God first, because He's always our guide. We have vision second, because without vision, the people perish. We have determination third, because no hill is too steep when purpose is clear. And hard work, because nothing great is built on talk alone. And there is a section in my backpack for special tools of love, of humility, of empathy, of kindness, because service sees hearts, not color. And representation means standing for everybody. And if you pay attention, tonight I have on sneakers instead of heels. You want to know why? Because I didn't come here to fit in with the status quo. I came here to walk this road with you. I came here to run this race with you, to build with you, and to fight with you, the people of Southwest. And I am not fighting for you. I am fighting with you. Young people, I tell you, you don't have to fit in because you were born to stand out. I represent our brothers on the block. I represent our mothers trying to make ends meet. I represent fathers who feel forgotten. I represent every young woman and man who felt unheard. And there is a saying, if they aren't standing up for themselves, well, who is me? Well, hear me and hear me good. I don't back down for nobody. So imagine how much I will fight for you. So Southwest, what you need is proper representation. You need a people's person. Someone who doesn't talk development but walks it. Someone who doesn't promises but proves. So I promise you more programs, upgrades, and leadership that doesn't see color. Freedom of speech. I promise you a government that listens, cares, and manages an economy through tough times. I promise leadership that remembers our roots and fights for the people. I promise a government that puts God first, country second, and party third. And I promise a government that has been tried, that has been tested, and that has delivered. So Grenadians, just knock on the door and enter, because this isn't about red, green, or yellow. It's about Grenada, our home, and our future. So remember this, that there is room in the house for everyone. Everyone. Remember that our house is solid and our pillars are still strong. Southwest, St. Andrew Southwest, St. Andrew Southwest, NNP Heights, NNP Heights. My name is Amanda Jabal George, and I have my backpack and I'm ready to fight for St. Andrew Southwest.
Say house, house, house. And if you believe that you have made the right choice, say house, 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 house. We have made the right choice, and we will rescue Grenada.
She look about she talawa, full of vibes, full of style and character. On the night qualified, versatile, very wise, very nice, and the list goes on and on. Represent the house, we can't fall apart, place we feel safe like a baby in his father's arms. On top of that, she humble like a lamb, yeah, fiana that. Hear them.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could only stand where I'm standing, you would feel the heat. Amanda and I spoke, and Amanda promised me that she will stay calm tonight. Well, if that is Amanda calm, what? So ladies and gentlemen, just a few reminders. Don't forget, next week we are at the 31st. We are at the headquarters. The Afterwork Lime is on. And for my folks who are from St. Mark's, on November 29th, I believe there is a breakfast I do have tickets. It's only $15, so you can get your tickets for the breakfast. So, Ms. Charles, am I correct, the 29th? All right. So if you want tickets, you can always contact the St. Mark's constituency office. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to our final speaker for this evening. Our next speaker does not hide behind clouds. She faces the people and is grounded with you daily. A woman who has dedicated her life to serve people, a woman who has sacrificed a lot for her people. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, she brings a message of strength, service, and vision for a better Grenada. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the political leader of the new National Party, Honorable Emmeline Ware.
Tell me who you voting for. NNP we voting for. So let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep.
Somebody say the place hot like fire. But I say this is only the smoke. Get yourself ready. Get yourself ready for what is ahead. You know, before I recognize the distinguished members of the platform, let me say this. You know, when people say that the NNP cannot attract young people, I say to them, we did it before. We have done it before. We are doing it now. And we're going to continue to attract young people who are prepared to build Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. But you know what I say to you? Young people of substance, young people who are competent, young people with passion for country. That is what we attract in the new National Party in leadership. So tonight I want to recognize in a very special way the new caretaker for St. Andrew Southwest, Sister Amanda Japal. But I move on quickly to salute Sister Yolan Bain Horsford, who has made an excellent choice of support, because I know from day one she endorsed and she fully supported Sister Amanda Japal on this journey. And I believe they make an excellent partnership in this constituency as Amanda leads the work and serves the people of this constituency with passion. My sister and colleague member of Parliament, Honorable Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters, I especially recognize you tonight. Other members of the platform, Sister Nolin Thompson, Representative Parliament. What did I say? And someone might say I just said this deliberately. I speak this into reality. I recognize Sister Nolin Thompson, or caretaker for St. David's. I also recognize Sister Lorena Waldron, or caretaker for St. Andrew Northwest. And of course, all other members of the executive of the new National Party. And you, the supporters of the new National Party, we love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. To our online viewers, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, I say to you tonight, every single one of you, welcome to this very important meeting tonight. Brothers and sisters, as we meet here tonight, I have to say this, that our country is under serious strain. Not just economical strain, not just social and moral strain, but I say tonight that the strain that this country feels must be broken, and that the new National Party
is prepared and ready to break the strain and to relieve the burdens of the people of this country. Brothers and sisters, while our leaders, particularly I recognize our leader, the Prime Minister of this country, while he spends most of his days away from this country, our people are here trying to deal with the challenges, the day-to-day challenges that affect them, and very often the struggles that they confront to survive as this country steadily unravels. Brothers and sisters, tonight I'm not just here to list the challenges that we face. I'm not just here tonight as a political exercise, but I'm here tonight, brothers and sisters, as part of the mandate and the role that the people of this country have given to us as an opposition to represent our people, to hold the government accountable, and to provide an alternative for leadership in this country. But I'm also here tonight, brothers and sisters. Our team is here tonight because of our constitutional right to express ourselves as citizens of this country. And I say to you, no one will stop us. No one will prevent us from fulfilling our responsibility to be the guards of this country and to protect this country, brothers and sisters. I say to you tonight, no one will bully us to be quiet, and no one will bully us to speak, because we have a responsibility and we understand the mission. We understand our responsibility. And so I say to you, we take our responsibility seriously. We don't just talk. We represent the heart of this country. We represent the very pain that mothers in this country feel. We represent the struggles of farmers and fishermen and young people throughout the length and breadth of this country. We represent the struggles of those who are unemployed, lost their jobs over 3 years, and have not been able to find another job. We speak for the people of this country. This is not just speaking in vain. And that is why right here in Southwest, I believe that you have found an excellent candidate, someone who loves people, someone who cares about people, someone who has a passion for service and is going to represent this constituency very well. Put your hands together for Sister Amanda Japal. Brothers and sisters, some people, they are caught up with which country the Prime Minister is in at any given time. So whether he's in Venezuela or the United States, whether he's in Ghana or Nigeria, I say to you, the people of this country do not care exactly where he is. What they care about is that he must be here to represent the people, to serve the people, to address the issues that affect the people of this country. So while he tours Africa, I say to you, health care is deteriorating. Brothers and sisters, I had a very sad report yesterday of a government facility that was dispensing expired drugs. Brothers and sisters, that one I doubted until I saw the evidence myself. Brothers and sisters, while some nurses do not have basic medication to give to patients, some government ministers are flying the world first class, spending the resources of this country, placing the resources of this country in areas that does not matter, does not create an impact on the people of this country. Brothers and sisters, how could we feel comfortable when we have no medication to serve, but we are going to borrow over $400 million for a project that I believe we will not see at the end of the day? Brothers and sisters, we already paying millions to a company just to give advice on this project. Brothers and sisters, we are spending monies, and I feel strongly about this, when we should be directing these resources to help the ordinary people, to help persons to find resources that they need. We are wasting these monies day by day when mothers are crying out to feed their children, when farmers need help, fishermen need help. You know, only today we met a fisherman, and he gave a story. I'm not going to deal with it tonight. But brothers and sisters, the reality is this government has obviously won the record of wasting the most resources in this country in the shortest possible time. And we ought not to accept this. I had the opportunity today to stop on a few sites. We call it infrastructural development. Brothers and sisters, I'm so concerned. I am extremely concerned. Our party is equally concerned about the wastage that's happening on projects throughout the length and breadth of this country. And while this is happening, brothers and sisters, only today, a young lady visited my office. I could understand why. She said to me she's from Crowshoe. The truth is, she's from a little beyond Crowshoe. You know where that is, Sister Nolene. And that young lady came to me, like many others, who come to say they cannot get to see the parliamentary representative for St. David. But that is not the point, because you understand that point. The point I'm trying to make is this. We are wasting millions of dollars on these projects. But this lady came to me today, and all she needed was $1,400 to finish Pay Labukan, to continue a course that she has been doing there. Only $1,400. You know, I wish the Prime Minister would make a decision to give her $1,400 from the rental that we are paying for him, $25,000 per month. But this young lady cannot get $1,400 from his office. Brothers and sisters, the lack of supervision, the lack of approval, the slow approval on some of these projects around the country. Sometimes we pass and we see the mess and we blame contractors. Brothers and sisters, from my visit around today, I have learned that there are other factors influencing these projects, the slow rate of implementation of these projects. Brothers and sisters, some of these contractors for months, they have not received monies from the government of Grenada, but ministers flying all over the world. So you know what happens when a contractor cannot pay workers. Fathers who have to go home to their children, they have to find the monies to pay these workers fortnightly. Brothers and sisters, projects are on hold. Wastage of time, because they are waiting on the Ministry of Works to approve certain things to continue. But of course, it's not business as usual. Brothers and sisters, it is not business as usual. The government needs to settle down. After 3 years, we are still calling on the government to settle down and mind their business. You have men sitting waiting, they cannot work because they're waiting on the government to approve certain designs. Don't talk about the flaws of the design. Don't talk about the poor planning. Brothers and sisters, the dust that we see all over the place. Incompetence is the best description that we can find. Because while we blame contractors, there are factors that are influencing the delays. There are factors that influence in the poor performance on the job. And I say to the Ministry of Infrastructure, let us find a minister that is on island. Let us find a minister that can provide leadership, because right now that ministry seems to be like a train that doesn't know where it's going. That ministry seems to be a bung-away train based on the reports that I've had and the difficulties that contractors are facing. And you know, the Prime Minister still have the guts to blame contractors and workers for what is happening around this country. Brothers and sisters, you know, sometimes we look at these things and we simplify them. But think about the projects that have gone on for 2 years longer than it's supposed to go on. Think about what that cost is for you, the taxpayers of this country. But let us simplify it a little more. Think about what is happening to elderly people that suffer asthma. Think about what's happening to children. Think about what's happening to businesses along these roads when poor planning meets incompetence. Brothers and sisters, what we are experiencing is unprecedented. We have never seen this level of mismanagement in infrastructural project in this country. And so tonight I ask, why did we invest so much money in a ministry of implementation when nothing seems to be going as planned, when nothing seems to be going in the direction that it should be? Brothers and sisters, the cost of living. Only a few days, a new release came out, the Consumer Price Index. And guess what? Every month, for those of you who are following, every month you are looking for some hope that the cost of living is going down. But every time there's a release, as in the last one for October, the last one released in October, I believe it was for July, the cost of living consistently is heading upwards, and food is always in that category. And what is obvious? What is obvious is that this government obviously does not care. Not a word. These are the things I want them to talk about, not a word. But we continue in this spiral direction. Brothers and sisters, I feel it for those persons who continue to be affected. Electricity bill, imagine some people have recorded more than $200 in some cases more than $100, and it's going up for most persons. We are saying to this administration, what we need to see is a relief on the issues that are affecting these people, particularly the rising cost of living. Brothers and sisters, youth crime. So while the Prime Minister flies the world, youth crime continues to increase, yet we are reducing the opportunities for young people. And we are saying if you have to cut this problem at the root, you need to ensure that there are opportunities for young people. And we calling on the government, say something about that. Say something about that. Brothers and sisters, the issues are so many, and we are hearing so little from this government of what they are doing to address the real issues. Tonight, brothers and sisters, you might not be aware, it's International Day, well, the day is almost ended, of rural women. And we were in a rural community tonight. So I want to recognize all the rural women here tonight. The sacrifices that you make every day to raise your children, the struggles that you go through every day. Some of you single mothers, but you are fighting and you are strong and you are determined to make it. And that is why tonight I address the rural community as I did some weeks ago. You see, brothers and sisters, when we empower farmers, when we empower fishermen, when we are empowering businesses, we are empowering communities, we are strengthening communities. And I believe, brothers and sisters, as we support more young people, we are helping to strengthen these very communities. And that is why the New National Party, we are prepared and ready to invest in the rural economy, to invest in rural development, because we understand that the heart of this country is in rural development. Someone said the food basket. We are about sustainability. We are about feeding the nation. We are about food security. And that is why when we return to government, I promise the fishermen of Ford, I promise the fishermen of this surrounding communities, Grenville, Soubise, the fishermen throughout the length and breadth of Grenada, that we are going to invest heavily as it relates to support for fishermen. And I'm not going to go into the details of the what, because I say to you, I want you to get excited about our manifesto, which would come, that would speak to what exactly we are going to do for every sector of this country. I see the young people smiling with excitement. You see, brothers and sisters, we have done so much in the past. We have built a solid foundation. We have served this country well. But I say to you to get ready, because the NNP is coming back to serve you at a different level. We are building upon the legacy we have built before, and I want you to get ready. Brothers and sisters, our economy is so dependent on the rural economy. And we believe that every person in these communities can benefit. Every person in these communities can contribute to this development, whether it is through tourism. So we are saying tonight that we have the capacity, we have the ability in these rural communities to promote development through tourism. So if you look from Crowshoe all the way up to Bathway, what do we have? Beaches. What do we have? Water. You go outside of the seafront and you ask persons in the community. You had a museum in Post Royal. People left all parts of Grenada to come. We are saying the opportunities are there, and the NNP is ready. The NNP is coming back to provide more opportunities, empower people to maximize this opportunity so they can thrive. They can create business opportunities. Young people don't have to go to St. George's to find a job. We can create those jobs right here in St. Andrew, in St. Patrick's, and other rural communities. So we're going to modernize agriculture. We're going to find more markets, brothers and sisters. The empowerment of our young people, the use of technology in agriculture in these villages. We have to attract our young people in this area to ensure that we continue to be the food basket of this country. The promotion of rural tourism. And I say health care. There is no reason why a person must have to drive for miles to get to a medical facility. But more so when they get to a medical facility, we want to ensure that there are proper services available. And there's a steady supply, availability, quality. We want to make sure that that is the case. So the vision of the NNP, brothers and sisters, as we move forward, we want to build safe communities where you can feel safe, our visitors can feel safe, and together we protect each other in our communities. So when the government is destroying the Royal Grenada Police Force, they don't understand that what they should be doing is strengthening the organization, working with you, the people, community policing to ensure we have a safer community. Brothers and sisters, infrastructure integrity. We are going to ensure that projects have a start date and an end date, and that we put systems in place to ensure that these projects are well supervised and well managed. Brothers and sisters, what is happening has never happened in this country before. And I say tonight, strategic diplomacy. We want to make sure that when we travel, we are not traveling just for joyride, but we are traveling to bring back support for our people. We are traveling to ensure that we strengthen relationships. What this government is doing, destroying relationships, and our people continue to suffer. So tonight I say to you, our vision is clear for this country. But that vision is nothing without the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Every single one of you have a role to play. I encourage you tonight, do your part. Get registered. Get your neighbors registered. Get your household registered. Ensure that you preach the message of the new national party, a message of hope for the people of this country. So tonight I close to ask you, are you ready for what is ahead? I say to you, are you ready for what is ahead of you? I challenge you to stand strong for your country, fight for your country, defend your country, but most of all, I say to you tonight, put God first. And that is why I ask you tonight to join your hands together, because we understand that we are putting God first, and this country of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, that we are ready to join hands to build, to strengthen, and to build a brighter future, not just for us, but for our children and our grandchildren. So tonight I say to you, God bless you. God bless Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
For your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. Yes, every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. You know I love your voice, for you have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. You know I've known you as a father. You know I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. Oh, yeah. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. It's so good. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Ooh, yeah. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything, oh Lord. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Come and we sing it again. Your goodness is running after, oh na 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 na, yeah. Running me down. Your goodness is my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Oh, your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you would have had a wonderful, wonderful evening. You have been given lots of information here this evening. And just a few of the reminders that you would have heard. Registration. Get registered. Call somebody. Tell somebody. Get registered. All right? All the information also that are being disseminated, you can go on to the NNP Grenada page and subscribe. I am standing here, and would you believe that I'm actually getting a friend request from Dr. Modest? Again, be careful as it relates to the different Facebook pages that you follow. There's a lot of persons using pages. You heard Dr. Mitchell stated that, and other members are getting the fake pages. So please pay attention to that. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a vote of thanks that will be given by Mr. Dwayne Adonis. Is Mr. Adonis around? All right, so Mr. Dwayne Adonis is going to give the vote of thanks.
Pleasant good night to everyone. Well, my task is very simple, to give thanks. And in all things, we must give thanks. And we give thanks for the giving of thanks. All right? And in all things, we must put God first. We're giving thanks in the morning, and we also give him thanks in the night. So we want to thank the Almighty for bringing us here safely. I'm going to bring us back safely and find the fine weather and for life. All right? Also a special thanks to our political leader, Sister Honorable Emmeline Pierre. Also a special thanks to our former Prime Minister, Dr. the Right Honorable Kit Mitchell. We say thanks to Mr. Alexander for opening in a word of prayer. Thanks to Brother Jude Andrew for the anthem. We say thanks to our former representative, Sister Yolan Bain Hosford, for the welcome remarks. We also want to say thanks to Honorable Kate Louis Peters. We also want to say thanks to Sister Nolan Thompson. We also want to say thanks to Sister Lorena Waldron. Right? And we also want to say thanks to our caretaker for St. Andrews Southwest, Sister Amanda Jabal George. And we also want to say thanks to Brother Prince, the master of ceremony for tonight. Also, we want to say thanks to Mikey Live for streaming this event live. Also, the people on the live. And for everyone who is here tonight in your numbers, we say thank you. God bless you. Get home safely. And in all things, give thanks. God bless.
All right, and just to include, we want to say thanks to the property owners for giving us the opportunity to have our meeting here this evening. So to them, we want to say thank you guys so very much. Reach home safe. We are going to, as I stated, pay attention to the Facebook page. We will inform where our next public meeting is going to be. So do have a good evening. NNPites! Do enjoy the remainder of the evening. God's blessings.
Let's go. Call them. Wake them. Tell them. We voting NNP again. Call them. Wake them. Tell them. Go out there and call somebody. Wake somebody. Tell somebody. Knock on the door by somebody. And we say, call somebody. Wake somebody. Tell them we vote in NNP election day. Go there and call somebody. Wake somebody. Tell somebody, knock on the door by somebody, call somebody, wake somebody, tell them we vote in NNP election day. This country moving, and there's no turning back, so let's keep it going, cause we on the right track. I'm calling everyone, if you love this life,